Today, we have animal tier list ranking, but can you beat this animal in a fight? So for those of y'all that are just now coming in, today in the stream, we are going to be ranking if we can beat these animals in a fight or not. I'm going to be honest. I think I could take down any animal, bro. These animals ain't got shit on me, bro. The only thing you can beat is a dusty bunny. Oh, really? Oh, really? So you trying to tell me I ain't got it like that? You trying to tell me I'm a bitch? That's what I'm hearing. Anyways, chat, listen. The first thing on the list is a dragonfly. Let's be honest real quick. I think everybody in this chat could probably beat a fucking dragonfly. I think anybody in the world could kill a dragonfly or beat a dragonfly in a fight. It's not gonna beat you, bro. If you lose a fight to a dragonfly, if you get your ass beat or you cry because you get bit by a dragonfly or something, you need to like completely reassemble your whole life. You need to completely rethink your whole life, actually. Chat, dragonflies are not scary. 100% I could beat a dragonfly, bro. I don't know, females would cry and run away. I mean, some women probably would. Chat, we can't agree with that. Some women are probably really scared of dragonflies, bro. The next thing is a dog. Any kind of dog, just dogs in general. I'm going to be honest. Listen, I think out of all of the animals on this list, a dog is one of the animals that I feel like most likely you can beat, bro. But it really just depends, right? I feel like, yeah, I was about to say, Kelly, I feel like it depends because if it's a German Shepherd or like, what are they called? A German Malinois or some shit like that. Them big ass dogs that jump over fucking huge fences and like literally jump up trees and do backflips. Them dogs right there, or like a pit bull, you're getting your shit cooked, bro. You ain't killing that dog, bro. You ain't beating that dog in no fight. I'm sorry to tell you. So I feel like, listen, since it depends on the dog, I think this should be, I could get lucky. Because realistically, there's some dogs, it's like guaranteed easy to beat in a fight. You could easily, you know what I'm saying, back the dog away, get it away from you, stop it from biting you. But certain dogs, you're getting your shit smacked, bro. Ain't no chance in the world. I could beat a pug, but a pit bull or a German Shepherd, bro, yeah, you're cooked. If a pit bull or a German Shepherd runs at you and it's viciously coming at your ass, just run away, bro. That's the best thing you can do because if you don't, you're going to either die or you're going to be very close to it. The next thing is a snapping turtle. Listen, bro, I'm going to just put it in country terms. I've watched my buddies literally grab these big ass alligator snapping turtles out of holes that they can't even see. These motherfuckers will literally go scuba diving into holes, grab that bitch out of its hole, yeet that motherfucker and just throw it onto the damn shore. You ain't getting beat by no damn turtle. Now listen, if that thing gets a hold of you, you're probably fucked. You're going to be missing a finger. You're going to be missing some part of your body because it's going to have it in its throat, bro. If this thing gets a hold of you, you're cooked. So I think it's an even match. Realistically, it can go both ways. Either the human could like, do his thing. All right, missing toes is crazy. Michael, buddy, listen. My toes are not missing because I got bit off by a turtle. They did not get bitten off by a turtle, bro. That's not why my toes are missing. They're missing because a lawnmower bit them bitches off. I had no control over it, bro. The lawnmower attacked my ass. Oh, a fucking yo. Oh my gosh, chat. I did not mean to say that. The lawnmower got my toes. So you got beat up by a lawnmower? Yes, a lawnmower is going to whoop anybody's ass at the end of the day. Yo, Michael, I want you to try and stick your foot under a lawnmower and see what the fuck happens, buddy. You think you're finna beat that lawnmower in a fight? No. That blade's gonna snatch your ass right up under the... Oh my God, wait, chat. Before we get back into this, let me tell y'all a short little story time. The doctors literally told me, they said, if I would have had shoes on or any type of socks or pants or anything, The doctors literally told me if I would have been wearing any type of foot apparel or anything like that, I would not be here today, bro. They said if I would have been wearing shoes or something like that when the lawnmower cut my toes off, I would have gotten snatched up under the lawnmower or something like that, and I would not be here today, bro, which is crazy as fuck to think about, dude. The next thing, steel-toe boots would have stopped it? Yeah. I mean, that's true. The next thing is a tiger. Okay, listen. I don't think anybody needs to say anything with this. I don't think any of us realistically need to argue about this fact. I think we can all agree a tiger is going to fuck any of us up, bro. We're done. Mike Tyson could have? No, buddy. Mike Tyson is not beating a tiger in a fight, bro. Chat, a tiger is whooping all of our asses, okay? None of us is making it out alive from a tiger. I'm putting this shit as 0% chance I'm dead as fuck. In his prime? Chat, okay, realistically, do y'all think Mike Tyson can beat a kangaroo's ass in his prime? Matter of fact, let's go ahead and rank the kangaroo. I think I could beat a kangaroo's ass if I had like the right timing on everything. You know what I'm saying, chat? At the end of the day, a kangaroo's only gonna really win if it's paying a lot of attention. So what if like I throw dirt in his eyes or some shit like that? You know what I mean? Spam ones if y'all think y'all can beat a kangaroo in a fight. Go look up buff kangaroos. All right, bet. Let me go look up buff kangaroos. Chat, hold on. I did not mean to do that. I don't know why that even happened. Buff kangaroos. Holy shit. Oh my God. What the fuck? That's gotta be fake, right? Yo, Kelly, have an amazing night. Chat, that's gotta be fake, right? No way that's real. Okay. I'm gonna be honest. The kangaroo's gonna whoop my ass. Let me just keep it a buck. All right, yo, chat, listen. I did not know these motherfuckers looked like whatever his name is, Arnold Schwarzenegger. I think that's his name. I did not know they looked like this, chat. Holy hell. That's fucking insane, chat. They got full-on human muscles. This damn thing looks like it goes to the gym every day and lifts heavy weights. What the fuck? Nah, okay, that's crazy. I'm not beating it in a fight. I lied. Chat, I was wrong. This thing is going into 0% absolutely cannot beat in a fight. Now, my question, spam ones if y'all think Mike Tyson could beat a kangaroo in his prime. Do y'all think Mike Tyson, the one and only, in his prime, could beat a kangaroo in a fight? I don't think so, bro. After seeing that right there, I don't think Mike Tyson's beating a kangaroo in a fight. I think Mike Tyson's gonna get his ass handed to him, bro. Real shit, chat. No, it's not 50-50. I don't agree. It's not 50-50. After seeing bro, look at this shit. This kangaroo is twice the size of Mike Tyson. This damn thing sits at like 7 feet tall. Mike Tyson was like 5 foot something. He wasn't a very tall fella, bro. Mike Tyson's getting his ass beat. In my opinion, chat, he don't got a shot, bro. The next thing is a gorilla. We don't gotta do no talking. A gorilla is whooping everybody's ass in this chat. That is a 0% chance. Nobody is beating a gorilla in a fight. A cat. Yo, cats are so annoying. Put ones in the chat if y'all like cats, bro. I'm sorry if you're a cat lover. I'm sorry if you have pet cats or anything like that. Spam ones in the chat if you like cats. I don't like cats, bro. I absolutely hate cats. But I think I could beat a cat, realistically. If a cat was coming at me very angry, mad, about to try and fuck me up, I feel like I could take control of a cat. I can like grab it by its legs, or I could like, you know what I'm saying? There's multiple different ways I feel like I could get away from a cat if it's mad. Now, I will say they got some power behind them, bro. If a cat really wants to, it can do some damage. They could really, my cat says he hates you. Oh, really? Oh, really? I hate that cat. No, I'm trolling, Sonny. I don't actually. Okay, listen, I don't hate cats. I'm not the biggest fan, you know? They're territorial as shit. And whenever you have a pet cat, they act like they own everything in the damn house, and it's just annoying. Did you see the pic of my cat in the dresser? Yes, I did. Chat, I feel like a cat is almost guaranteed. I don't think it's a guarantee because a cat really could do some damage, bro. Like, if it gets a hold of you, if it has enough time to really do its thing, a cat is beating your ass, bro. You're not getting away from that cat, bro. And they're fast as shit, too. Y'all gotta think about that. Cats are fast as shit, bro. Chinese restaurants has entered the building. Okay, buddy. Ain't no way, bro. Michael, listen. I'm gonna tell all of my friends you said that, bro. Chat, the next thing is a bunny. Bunnies have no shot, realistically. These are some of the most damn, like, easy to handle, some of the most, like, cute looking, like, non-scary animals on the planet. Can we be honest? Bunnies are not scary at all. I'm putting this at 100% would murder this thing. I don't think a bunny has a chance in the world to do anything. You could probably go grab one of them bitches by their back legs and throw it around all you want, bro. Country people has ended. Yo, listen, don't be doing that, bro. Yes, country people do love rabbit. Chat, listen, I know y'all are probably gonna be like, wow, Preston, you're horrible. I've eaten rabbit before, bro, and it's good. I'm gonna keep it a buck. It's good. If you don't like the fact that I said that, I'm sorry, but it's good, chat. I'm just being honest. I'm not gonna lie. Next thing on the list is a dolphin. Chat, if you go into a dolphin's territory, if you go swimming in the ocean and a dolphin gets mad at you, you best say goodbye. Not only is it gonna drown your ass, but it's gonna fuck you up, bro. Dolphins are not animals to play with, and they're very, very smart. Like, I'm scared of dolphins, realistically. They're beautiful creatures. They're awesome to look at in the ocean and stuff like that, but these animals are smart as shit. I'm about to have Yo, Michael, you just got problems, bro, at this point. I think it's a 0%. I'm gonna be honest. You gotta think about the fact that you're gonna be in the ocean. If you're in water, swimming around, and you're trying to beat a dolphin in a fight, it's not happening, bro. You're gonna get your shit smacked or drowned. You're gonna get eaten or drowned, bro. The next thing is a giraffe. Now, let me tell y'all something, bro. Giraffes are horrifying. I'm scared of giraffes, like dead ass. They're cool looking animals, but imagine being in the safari, or imagine being in a desert or some shit, and all you see is a long-necked ass giraffe, and that thing's running at you, and you just get boom right with his head, bro, and it knocks your ass out. If a giraffe hits you with that long ass neck it's got, you ain't got no shot. And them things are so massive, there's not a chance in hell you're getting anywhere near it without it either hurting you or possibly hurting you. You know what I'm saying? That is a 0% chance. You're dead as fuck. If a giraffe messes with you, you're dead. A horse. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think a horse is too scary, bro. I feel like a horse, you can kind of get away with it. It just depends on how you handle it. Because, chat, look. If you go walk behind a horse, you're gonna get kicked. If you walk in front of the horse, it's probably gonna turn around and you're gonna get kicked. So realistically, the only way you're probably beating a horse is if you have like a, what do they call them, bro? Chat, what are them things they use in Australia to catch kangaroos and stuff? A horse can kill you? I know they can, but I don't think it's a guarantee that they can. I feel like it's a 20% chance. I feel like you could get lucky. With a horse, it's not a guarantee they're gonna kill you, but I feel like you can get lucky, low key. A wolf. Chat, I feel like this is kind of the same thing as a dog, except wolves are a lot stronger. So a wolf has to go like above the dog, right? That's arguable. Trust my dad's friend got kicked by one and it killed him. I know, Jace, that's what I'm saying. If you get kicked by a horse, you're probably gonna die. I'm not messing with a wolf. You think a wolf's gonna go to like 0% chance? I mean, I wouldn't mess with one neither, but just imagine you're in a pen with a wolf and you have no resources to help you kill it. And the only way that you're gonna be able to kill this wolf is like with your hands and like your brain, like what you come up with. You don't think you have a even 20% chance with a wolf? Or like you don't think you have a chance at all? I feel like there's a chance, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you get it, okay, never mind. I'm not gonna say that because that's pretty cruel. But I feel like you have a chance. It's not a guarantee you die. A bear, that's a different story, chat. If you are in a room with a bear, you're not surviving. Unless you play dead, you're not surviving. You're getting your shit gnawed down on by a bear, bro. That thing is gonna chew you up and spit you out and chew you up again until you are nothing but scrambled up pieces of meat, bro. Real shit. I'm terrified of bears, chat. That is one of my biggest fears is imagine going to the mountains, imagine going somewhere really nice that has bears and you wake up one morning, you walk out to your back porch of that like scenery of wherever you're staying and a bear just randomly walks up to your porch and starts like chasing your ass down. There's nothing you can do about it, bro. You're not surviving that shit. A bear is going to whoop your ass. I've been to Tennessee and see bears everywhere. Yo, Lily T, what's good? Yeah, Michael, bears are they're in Tennessee very heavily, bro. But it's because they have mountains up there. You probably won't see bears in like a populated area or anything like that. But I can almost guarantee you'll see a bear, you know, around like mountain areas or high hill areas and shit like that, bro. You know, or around like a lake house. Boy, if you're around like a lake house area in Tennessee, you're probably gonna see bears somewhere. At my dad's, At my dad's work, he had feeds bears ball. What is that? Yo, what is that, bro? That doesn't sound like English to me, Jace. The next thing is a deer. Okay, listen, this is gonna be a controversial topic right here. If you know anything about a deer, you're not beating a deer, bro. There is a 0% chance. If they get you with them antlers, you're dead. If they kick you, if you're not dead, you're gonna have a bad concussion. Like, I don't think there's any possibility you're getting your hands on a deer and you're gonna, like, I don't think you're gonna kill one. I don't think you have a chance of hurting this deer, right? So now if it's a doe, maybe. If it's a doe, you could possibly get away from it. But a deer, nah, no shot. At a moose, I was going to, but a moose is like 0%. Like there's no doubt a moose is the most dangerous. Chat, I don't know if y'all know this, but this is a true fact. A moose is actually the most dangerous animal on the planet, or one of the most dangerous animals on the planet. Like, they are almost impossible to kill unless you have a big ass gun. Like, you gotta look, chat. If you want to kill a moose, you gotta have a fucking massive ass gun. You can't have no arrows, no none of that, bro. Unless you got a really strong bow. You gotta have a really big gun. I've been to Alaska and mooses are big and tall. Bro, chat, let me show y'all something. Chat, let me show y'all this. Okay, I typed in mooses. Moose. If y'all think any of these pictures do justice to how big these animals are, look at this. This is an example of a human and a moose. Human standing next to a moose. Look at this shit, bro. A human standing next to a moose? That's a moose next to a fucking vehicle, bro. Look at this shit. Chat. Oh, wrong thing. A moose standing next to a vehicle. That is just like insane. These damn things stand at about like 11, not 11, like 7 or 8 feet tall, bro. That's big as shit, dude. For a fucking like deer type of animal. Yo, Sonny, have an amazing night. All right, chat. The next thing is an American bald eagle. I'm getting off. Good night, y'all. Yo, Brianna, have an amazing night. Chat, a bald eagle. I don't know, bro. I feel like if you're a younger person, if you're small, you're gonna get snatched up by a bald eagle, bro. Yo, Lily, I've been doing so amazing. Thank you for asking. Yeah, I was about to say, Michael, a lot of people think birds are just like easy animals to deal with and shit like that. If a hawk or an eagle or any type of big bird is flying at your ass, you best be praying, because they don't play, bro. Big birds do not play. The same way big cats don't play, big birds don't play, bro. An eagle, their beaks, yeah, I know. Bro, if an eagle comes up to you and latches on to your skin, you're fucked. I don't think there's any chance that you can beat an eagle. Actually, listen, the only way you're beating an eagle or a bird of that sort, like a big bird, is if you can get your hands on its neck. That is the only possible way, bro. If you don't, there's no shot. So I would say that there's a 20% chance, but it's very unlikely that it happens. If it picks up a kid, the motherfucker's dropping you in the sky. Oh, I know, trust me. Chat, a fly is harmless. These things right here are annoying as shit, though. Can we all agree? Flies are probably the most useless, annoying things that God created and put on this planet. Like, honestly, chat, flies are aggravating as fuck. I can't stand them, bro. Unless they have malaria. All right, buddy. Chat, flies are getting their shit cooked. I don't think a fly's doing anything to me. Especially like, yeah, like Michael said, unless it has malaria or some type of crazy ass bacterial disease, that's the only way a fly is gonna hurt you, bro. Honestly. But Michael, I didn't think about that. So low key, chat, I'm not gonna put that in 75. I was about to, but I'm not gonna. A boar. A lot of people think that these animals are just like not harmful. They think that boars and hogs are like just small little animals that run around and squeal. Listen, bro, boars will fuck you up. Real shit, chat. They will tear your ass up. And the bad thing about a boar, their skin is so tough, you can't do shit to them, bro. Like a knife, you gotta have a sharp ass knife to even cut into one of them things. So if you think your hands are gonna do something, you got it fucked up. These things they're destroying you, bro. A boar, you're done for. Them wild boars, look, chat, that is how some murderers have gotten away with murder, bro. They feed them to pigs and boars and like hogs and shit. The next thing is a praying mantis. Now listen, a praying mantis is actually very, very deadly. I don't know if y'all know this, but praying mantises are one of the most deadly insects in the world. Yo, CJ, what's good? CJ, how you doing, fam? Wait, let me fact check myself. Chat, hold on, let me fact check myself. Are praying mantis harmful? No praying. Wait, what? They are not venomous? Wait, am I fucking tripping? Chat, somebody told me one time that a praying mantis was venomous, bro. Or am I tripping, or is that a different animal? They might have been talking about a different animal or something, or insect. They're called there's a place called Backwater, and there are contests because they are so popular in the area. My dad did it once. Oh, okay, Jace. I think you need to be a scientist. No, if I was a scientist, that would be bad. If a praying mantis is not venomous or poisonous or anything like that, I don't think they're harmful. I feel like you could just squash the motherfucker with a shoe, right, bro? You know what I'm saying, chat? There's no chance you're dying by one of these things. Hogs is what I was talking about. Jace, I love hog hunting. Chat, spam ones if y'all have ever been hog hunting, bro. I have, and it's a lot of fun, dude. CJ, I'm doing amazing. I appreciate you asking. Chat, y'all are gonna say I'm tripping about this, but a sloth is harmless, bro. I know they can, if they wanted to, they could probably do a little bit of damage. But if you think about it realistically, a sloth is not doing anything to you, bro. Like, dead ass, chat. I don't think a sloth is gonna hurt you. If anything, they might scratch your ass or bite you, but they're not gonna hurt you, bro. So I feel like they're probably at the very top of 100%. Preston's slower than a sloth mentally and physically. Listen, buddy, I might be mentally, but physically, I'm out running, out punching, out like anything. If it's physical, I'm outdoing the sloth, bro. 100%. Sloths can move fast, by the way. I don't know if y'all know that. Sloths don't always move slow, bro. It's just the reason they move slow is because they preserve their energy. Look up prehistoric sloths. Prehistoric sloths. What the fuck is this? Oh, hell no. What the fuck is this? Is this what you're talking about? If this is what you're talking about, these damn things look huge, bro. A lot bigger than what normal sloths look like nowadays. I mean, that's not real though, right? That can't be real. I'm gonna be honest, man. There's no way that's real. I don't think it is. Oh, yo. This is kind of the same thing as a dolphin, except walruses. Chat. If you are anywhere near a walrus, you better just pray, bro. Like, genuinely, a walrus will fuck you up, dude. There is no chance. Yeah, no. Not even just a bacteria. If a walrus gets a hold of you, do you see these? Chat, let me show y'all this. Let me show y'all how big they're. Look at their tusk, bro. Look at this. If that gets a hold of you, you're dead. That's like a damn sword going through your body. You're done for. There's no shot you're coming out of that alive. Dead ass, chat. I'm putting that at 0%. 0% for sure. You're not coming out of that shit alive, bro. Walrus can have bacteria is, I don't think that's true though. I mean, they could probably have, anything can have bacteria, Michael. Literally anything. A cow. I'm gonna be honest. This is probably gonna like be a little controversial. I feel like cows, there's no chance, right? I feel like you're not gonna be able to beat a cow, bro. If you're not able to beat a boar, you're not gonna be able to beat a cow. You know what I'm saying? Look up mountain hunters. Okay, Jace, I got you in a second. If you're not gonna be able to beat a boar, you're not gonna be able to beat a fucking cow, bro. You know what I mean? The reason I say you can beat a horse, you know what? A horse is going in 0%, and a cow is going in 0%. There's a chance you can tip them over easily. It's not a bull. I mean, okay, that's true. There's a chance, but it's going at the top. There might be a small chance, but it's not very high. The next thing is a grasshopper. Chat, I feel like grasshoppers and insects in general just aren't very hard to like kill or get away from. You know what I mean? I feel like it's almost 100% guarantee with the dragonfly, the praying mantis, the fly, the grasshopper. I feel like it's 100% like there's no chance you're gonna die by one of these, bro. You know what I mean? A sloth. Now that I think about it, no, I'm keeping sloth right there. I don't think a sloth could hurt me, bro. Dead ass. I think a cat could do more damage than a fucking sloth could. A snake. Now listen, if it's a very venomous snake, if it is a not poisonous, venomous snake, like a king cobra or a rattlesnake or anything of that nature, 90% sure you're done for. So if we're talking of that category, you have a chance, but it is not guaranteed. It's not 50-50, bro. Michael, I was gonna say 50-50, but you gotta think about it. If this snake gets a hold of you, there is a chance that you survive, but it's very minimal, bro. If a king cobra gets a hold of you, you have about 20 or 30 minutes before you need to get to a hospital before you're gonna die. Like, no doubt. There's ways you can be slightly immune and like your body fight it off a little bit longer than normal, but there's a very slow and very light chance that you're gonna be able to survive a king cobra. That's only in Australia, I know, but think about it. Even a rattlesnake is gonna fuck you up, bro. You're barely gonna be able to survive a rattlesnake. Real shit. They are very venomous creatures, bro. Reptiles, whatever you want to call it. The next thing on the list is an octopus. If an octopus gets a hold of you, you're dead. Like, listen, I want to shed some light on this because a lot of people think octopuses are like just easy, not scary animals. An octopus will fuck you up, bro. Dead ass, chat. Yo, Holly, what's freaking good, dude? Holly, how are you? How are you doing? Yeah, octopus belt to ass. There's no chance. If them tentacles suck onto you, pause. If them tentacles suck onto you, bro, and it gets that beak up in that skin, it's finna eat your ass, bro. You're done for. 0% chance. I'm good. How are you, Holly? I'm doing so amazing. I appreciate you asking. Chat, a penguin. I feel like a penguin, there's no shot it's gonna kill you, right? Do y'all agree with that? Spam ones if y'all agree. Do y'all think a penguin is 0% chance that it could kill you? Or do y'all think it is I said that wrong. Do y'all think it is a 100% chance that you could like beat a penguin? Or do y'all think it is a 0% chance? Don't forget to look at mountain hunters. Yeah, you're right. Hold on, chat. Let's look at mountain hunters. Mountain hunters. What is this? Is this what you're talking about right here? Mountain monsters? Is that what you're talking about? If not, then it's not popping up. I could beat it, I think. Chat, I feel like a penguin, it's not gonna do nothing to you. Now they're probably, if they get their beaks on you, not gonna lie, you're done for. No idea, never seen a penguin fight. I mean, obviously, but you gotta think about it, bro. Oh, okay, a sea turtle. Chat, honestly, a sea turtle can't be that harmful, right? I think they're cute animals. Holly, are you talking about a penguin? Chat, I think sea turtles are cute animals, but I think they can low-key fuck you up. Like, if a sea turtle really wants to, most of the time they're not vicious. If you leave it alone, it will leave you alone. That's facts. That is true. I feel like it's a 75% chance, right? You're most likely gonna be able to fuck up a sea turtle, but if you fuck with that sea turtle and it gets mad enough or you aggravate it or something like that, you're done for, chat. Dead ass. A ladybug. There is a 0% chance. Let me tell you why. Because I'm not getting no fucking bad luck. I ain't fucking with no ladybug, bro. If you fuck with a ladybug or kill a ladybug, you're gonna have bad luck for the rest of your life, and I ain't letting that shit happen. I'm not gonna have no bad luck for the rest of my life, dude. Real shit, chat. I'm not finna squash no ladybug and then the next day get hit by a damn truck or get ran over by some shit or lose some money or have some bad luck, bro. Chat, a ladybug, I ain't fucking with it, bro. I'm letting that ladybug stay by its damn self. I ain't messing with no ladybug, chat. Alligator. Y'all are gonna disagree with this probably, but I think an alligator is a 50-50. Nah, no. I think it's a 20% chance. Because think about this. If you are fighting an alligator in water, you're done for. But if it's on land, you can take control of that alligator. Like, I've watched people literally wrestle alligators for a living with no type of equipment, no nothing, just their hands. And they will completely fuck these alligators up, bro. Tie these motherfuckers up in knots. So I think there's a chance. But you gotta at least have a clue of what you're doing. You know what I mean? Now, if you're in the water, you're not winning that fight. If you're in water with an alligator, you're dead. There's no chance, bro. Them Florida boys will handle it. Bro, facts. Chat, them Florida boys are fucking different, bro. Okay, a toucan. I think these two right here should go in the same category, right? Do y'all agree or disagree? Spam ones if y'all agree, spam twos if y'all disagree. I think toucans and a parrot should go in the same category. The reason I say that is I'll keep them, I'll use them to curse. All right, bro. Come on now, buddy. Michael, I mean, realistically, chat, a toucan and a parrot, they're not, I mean, they can hurt you, but they're probably not gonna, bro. Like, the only way these animals right here are really gonna mess you up or get mad or anything like that is if you really do some bad shit. So I'm gonna put these at 75%. It's a guaranteed, but they can do something. Like, if they wanted to, they could fuck you up, bro. Now, this right here is the one that I've been waiting on. A jellyfish. Bro, you got no chance. Like, you're not gonna be able to do nothing to a jellyfish. Think about it. If you're in water with a jellyfish, if they really want to, they can just sting your ass as many times as they want. And like, you're not gonna be able to get away from it. They can just sting your ass as many times. If it's a box jellyfish, oh yeah, Holly, I know, I've heard about them. I've actually heard about them things, bro. And chat, box jellyfish are very venomous, bro. Like, you will die from one of them bitches in short periods of time too. Like, it won't take you long to die from one of them. Your whole body will whelp up and everything. So that's a 0% chance. You're not beating a fucking jellyfish, bro. Dead ass, chat. W freaking tier list. I'm not gonna lie, this is looking good, bro. I think this is actually a very reasonable list. Chat, do y'all agree or disagree? I'm gonna download that too. Let's go put that in the Discord. Let's go show everybody what we got with the tier list. Right here, chat, let's show everybody. Tier list is complete. All right, let's go put that in the Discord.